Now on KGW News at noon, demonstrators and police continue to face off in downtown Los Angeles. We have more on the federal response. Plus, a long legal battle has ended with Oswego Lake now open to the public. Why those who fought against it are on the hook to pay legal fees for the plaintiffs.
And the big cool down. I'm meteorologist Chris McGinnis live on the KGW weather deck, brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. It is a lot more comfortable up here today. How long does our big cool down last? I've got the answers coming up next.
Thanks for joining us. I'm China Green. We start with the immigration protest in Los Angeles that continues to escalate. The Trump administration has sent 700 Marines and more than 2,000 National Guard troops to the city. Some 56 people have been arrested. The state of California now suing the White House over that deployment. And NBC's Jay Gray has the latest from downtown Los Angeles.
Well, a calm morning here outside of the federal complex in downtown Los Angeles. As you can see, the National Guard still in place here, but many wonder if this calm is just another calm before a firestorm like they've seen over the last 4 nights here in Los Angeles, including last night where there was again fire in the streets. Pockets of protesters across the area met with opposition by police as well as sheriff deputies. There was push back and forth, and it lasted well after midnight. And this was the 4th night in a row. So people wondering if today we will see more calm as Marines move in and will be on the ground here, as well as additional National Guard units. The president calling those soldiers up from Washington and saying that he will continue to push forward with this immigration roundup that is going on now in its 5th day here in Los Angeles. The mayor of the city talking about what it's doing to those who live here.
I can't emphasize enough the level of fear and terror that is in Angelenos right now, not knowing if tomorrow or tonight it might be where they live, it might be their workplace. Should you send your kids to school? Should you go to work?
Again, we expect to see additional troops on the ground here today. Protesters have said that they will continue to push with their effort to end all of these raids that are going on in Los Angeles and to get their message out, not only to the rest of the state and the country, but to the world, that they don't approve of what's happening moving forward here. We know that Homeland Security has said they plan to be here and carrying out these immigration raids for at least a few more days. That's the latest from here in Los Angeles right now. I'm Jay Gray, NBC News.
Meantime, here locally, some demonstrators camped overnight outside the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in South Portland. We caught up with some of them early this morning who say that they will be there as long as it takes to accomplish their goals.
Families being ripped apart who have built communities with everyone, and yeah, man, it's just a terrible thing to see. Everyone was lied to again.
A lot of the deportations that are happening are like grandmas, grandpas, moms and dads and kids that are being deported, all without due process as well. And that's just really unfair.
This comes after union workers gathered outside the Convention Center Plaza yesterday to denounce raids and arrests in Los Angeles. Portland Police Chief Bob Day stressed that his officers will not work with ICE agents. Governor Tina Kotek says there is no reason for deployment of the Oregon National Guard. All right, now headed over to the weather deck with Chris McGinnis. It's a lot sunnier there than it is in here, but it seems like it's cooler up there than it was yesterday. Seems like we're having some technical difficulties with Chris. He's on the roof, and so things just happen. All right, we have more headlines to get to this afternoon, so we're going to start with this. This Friday, a recreational burn ban will be in effect in the city of Vancouver. It will remain in place throughout the summer months until fire danger decreases. Now, the types of fires banned include bonfires, campfires, fires in outdoor fireplaces, and fire pits. Cooking outdoor with natural gas or propane-powered equipment will still be allowed. The city says that those who violate the burn ban will face a $500 fine and possible some criminal penalties. The Job Corps Center in Troutdale will shut down and lay off its 77 employees. This is after the U.S. Department of Labor announced that it will pause operations of all Job Corps centers by June 30th. Now, Job Corps is a workforce training program geared towards low-income young people, providing housing, meals, and living allowance. A mass layoff notice was filed yesterday. The positions cut on Troutdale's facility includes instructors, managers, accountant, and more. The center in Astoria has also shut down and laid off its 168 staff members. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden has previously condemned the decision, calling on Labor Secretary Lori Chavez-DeRemer to reconsider. Cooling Portland is giving out free air conditioning units to low-income Portlanders and those who are most vulnerable to extreme heat. Cooling in Portland was created in response to the deadly 2021 heat dome. The program prioritizes seniors, people with disabilities, and folks with more at-risk for heat-related illnesses. You can check your eligibility and apply for a free AC unit by either calling 311 or visiting the City of Portland's website. Sign-ups are available year-round, so you can apply no matter the season. Well, Lake Oswego is open to outsiders for the first time in decades. The legal battle over access has one more twist to it. A judge has now ruled that those who tried to bar access to the lake should pay attorney fees for the other side. And we're talking more than $1.5 million here. Catherine Cook has that update.
New access to cool refreshment.
I feel like this is something that everybody should be able to enjoy.
It's what people like Michelle Karlebach are getting out of putting in at Oswego Lake.
It's not as far to get, over to these steps as it would be to get to the Tualatin or the Willamette from where you have access points there either.
This is only Michelle's second time using Oswego Lake since March. That's when a judge ruled that the public could access the lake at Millennium Plaza Park. It marked the end of a long-standing court battle brought on by co-plaintiff Todd Prager. He sued the city for public lake access back in 2012.
I've been really excited and happy to see all the use that it's been getting.
On Friday, more news for Prager to celebrate. A Clackamas County judge ordered the defendants in this case to pay more than $1.5 million in plaintiffs' attorney's fees since they argued in the public's interest and won.
I was really happy for our legal counsel. They've been doing this pro bono for the past 13 years, even spending over $200,000 of their own money on it for experts and court fees.
Per the judge's ruling, the Lake Corporation, which manages the lake, is on the hook for 45% of the fees. The state must pay 20%, and the city of Lake Oswego must pay 35%. In her ruling, the judge rejected the city's claim that it was a, quote, minor player in the case. KGW reached out to all three parties and is waiting for a response. The Lake Oswego Review first reported the story. In a statement, Lake Oswego Mayor Joe Buck told the paper, "I appreciate the judge's work to equitably discern between the multiple parties, interests, and issues, and the City Council will discuss the fee ruling in the near future with our legal counsel before taking any next steps." The park's private lake signs are gone now, and first-time users like the Roughton family are here.
So we were really grateful for the tip that we could come and enter the lake and paddle around, and it was gorgeous.
Access to Oswego Lake will actually improve in about a month. The city has until early July to remove these boulders and metal sculptures as part of the ruling.
The spiky plants aren't the most inviting.
In the meantime, Prager offers this invitation to Oswego Lake.
It's for all Oregonians and anyone that wants to use it according to the park rules that are put in place.
In Lake Oswego, Catherine Cook, KGW News.